In this video, we're not just talking about minor stares or casual curiosities. We're exploring places where Black travelers encounter real difficulties, from systemic biases to social tensions. Our goal isn't to discourage travel, but to raise awareness. Knowing what to expect means you can travel more safely and confidently. So, whether you're planning your dream trip or just curious, stick around. This list might surprise you and could even change your travel plans. And don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for more travel insights that make your journeys safer and more informed. Ready to find out which countries made the list? Let's get started. Number 1. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is a land of ancient history and ultra-modern cities. But for Black travelers, it could be an uncomfortable destination. The country's treatment of Black laborers has long been a point of controversy. Reports indicate that a majority of Black laborers from African nations work under harsh conditions, often with limited recourse against unfair treatment. Black tourists can face different but still unsettling challenges, ranging from persistent stares to outright exclusion from social settings. Even in the affluent neighborhoods of Riyadh or Jeddah, Black individuals are sometimes made to feel like outsiders. The societal bias against darker-skinned individuals is often subtle but ever-present, stemming from centuries of history shaped by social hierarchies and the slave trade. Additionally, Black visitors may experience heightened security screenings, which can feel discriminatory. For example, attempting to explore cultural sites or dine at high-end restaurants may involve uncomfortable interactions that suggest a lower level of acceptance. Historical biases play a significant role in shaping these interactions, with old prejudices lingering despite recent social reforms in the country. 2. Japan. Japan captivates with its blend of ancient culture and futuristic landscapes. However, for Black travelers, it may present unique challenges. Japan's population is predominantly homogeneous, and exposure to racial diversity is minimal outside major cities like Tokyo and Osaka. Consequently, Black travelers often face lengthy stares and, at times, hesitant interactions in public spaces, especially in rural areas. For example, entering a small restaurant or using public transportation can become uncomfortable, with locals staring or avoiding close interaction. Misunderstandings also arise due to how Black individuals are portrayed in Japanese media. From exaggerated caricatures to outmoded stereotypes, the media's portrayal of Black individuals can affect real-life interactions, causing locals to form inaccurate or biased opinions. Additionally, cultural barriers around communication mean that Black travelers may find it challenging to address these issues directly, leaving them feeling isolated or misunderstood. Moreover, social hierarchies in Japan can amplify feelings of exclusion for Black individuals. Japan values conformity, and as an outsider, especially as a Black person, it can be hard to blend in or feel truly accepted. While Japan is increasingly globalized, the country still struggles with societal acceptance of different races, particularly those with darker skin. 3. India. India's allure lies in its vibrant traditions, iconic landmarks, and diverse landscapes. Yet, for Black travelers, the experience can be mixed due to prevalent colorism and limited understanding of racial diversity. India has long associated lighter skin with social prestige, a cultural bias that manifests in various social interactions. As a result, Black travelers frequently experience stares, sometimes accompanied by unkind comments, particularly in rural or less diverse areas where international visitors are rare. Beyond stares, Black travelers report instances of outright discrimination, from being denied service in restaurants to encountering hostile remarks. This isn't just casual curiosity. It's often rooted in misconceptions about Black people, influenced by media portrayals and social biases. The history of colonialism, with its emphasis on lighter skin, has contributed to deep-seated prejudices that make life harder for darker-skinned individuals, including visitors. In larger cities like Mumbai and Delhi, Black travelers may find communities of African students and expatriates, which provide a network of support and understanding. These communities are essential, as they help individuals navigate experiences that might otherwise feel isolating. However, Outside metropolitan areas, support networks are sparse, and travelers are more likely to encounter uncomfortable or even openly hostile behavior. 4. South Korea. South Korea is celebrated for its unique blend of tradition and innovation, but its homogeneity can make it a difficult environment for Black travelers. While cities like Seoul have become more diverse in recent years, the broader societal exposure to racial diversity is limited. For Black travelers, this can result in uncomfortable situations, ranging from blatant stares to subtle acts of exclusion. Public spaces, such as subway stations or shopping malls, can often feel isolating as locals may avoid standing or sitting close to Black individuals. The media in South Korea frequently perpetuates stereotypes about Black people, often portraying them in narrow and outdated ways. These portrayals reinforce misconceptions among locals and create a challenging social environment for Black travelers, who may feel misrepresented or even alienated. Moreover, Black travelers might encounter social settings where they feel unwelcomed, with service industry staff sometimes showing reluctance in their interactions. Social hierarchies play a significant role in South Korean society, and racial biases can intersect with these hierarchies, leading to subtle discrimination. Although younger generations are generally more open-minded, especially in urban areas, the overall societal acceptance of racial diversity is still evolving. 5. China. China, with its rich cultural history and sprawling landscapes, is an exciting destination but can be a challenging experience for Black travelers. China is a predominantly homogeneous society, where the exposure to people of African descent is limited, especially in rural areas. As a result, Black visitors often encounter prolonged stares, invasive photo requests, and at times, overt acts of discrimination. While curiosity is common, it can sometimes cross boundaries, leading Black travelers to feel like they're under a microscope. Media portrayals in China have not always been positive toward Black individuals, often reinforcing harmful stereotypes. As a result, some locals may hold misconceptions, viewing Black visitors with suspicion or misunderstanding. In some cases, Black travelers report being denied entry into establishments or receiving different treatment from what is extended to other tourists, which can feel disheartening. However, in major cities like Beijing, Shanghai, and Guangzhou, where international communities are growing, Black travelers may find more acceptance and understanding. These urban areas often have expat communities and international neighborhoods that offer a sense of belonging. Connecting with these communities can provide both practical support and a reprieve from the isolation that might be felt elsewhere. 6. Russia. Russia is a country with a vast cultural legacy and striking landscapes, from the historic Red Square to the scenic depths of Siberia. Yet for Black travelers, it can be a difficult place due to long-standing racial prejudices that remain prevalent in society. Racism is a documented issue, with reports of hate crimes, verbal harassment, and discriminatory behavior against Black people, particularly outside major cities like Moscow and St. Petersburg. Black travelers have faced uncomfortable situations ranging from excessive scrutiny by security personnel to hostile glares and, in some cases, aggressive confrontations. Many Russians have limited exposure to racial diversity, and misconceptions about Black people are unfortunately widespread. The country's history and lack of social diversity play a role in shaping these biases. Moreover, nationalist sentiments and political tensions can contribute to xenophobic attitudes, making Russia feel unwelcoming for some Black travelers. Despite these challenges, Russia's major cities offer a slightly more inclusive experience, with a number of African and Caribbean expat communities that can provide a support network. Connecting with these groups can help Black travelers find companionship and receive guidance on navigating the country's complex social landscape. Those interested in experiencing Russia's art, architecture, and culture may still enjoy their visit by exercising caution and planning ahead. Sticking to tourist-friendly areas and traveling with companions where possible can help mitigate risks. Awareness of local customs, an understanding of potential biases, and resilience are key for Black travelers looking to explore Russia's unique offerings, while staying mindful of personal safety. 7. Italy. Italy, with its world-famous art, history, and cuisine, is a popular destination for travelers worldwide. However, Black visitors often encounter subtle and overt instances of discrimination, especially in regions less accustomed to diverse populations. In tourist hotspots like Rome, Venice, and Florence, interactions are usually smooth, but in smaller towns or rural areas, Black travelers may feel isolated due to stares or unwelcoming attitudes. Colorism and racial biases, remnants of Italy's colonial history, contribute to these perceptions. The rise in immigration over recent decades has led to a wave of migrants from Africa, often facing discrimination in Italian society. Unfortunately, these biases sometimes extend to Black tourists, with reports of Black travelers being followed by store staff or facing excessive security checks. Media portrayals and social stigmas have contributed to misunderstandings and stereotypes about Black people, impacting interactions across various settings, from restaurants to public spaces. On the other hand, Italy's larger cities have more multicultural communities, and visitors may find solace in these areas, where diversity is more accepted. Expat communities, especially in Rome and Milan, can offer support, creating a sense of belonging and easing the travel experience. For Black travelers, Italy's beauty and history are worth exploring. But being aware of potential biases and preparing for uncomfortable situations can help. Finding community groups, focusing on the positive experiences, and knowing where to expect friendlier interactions will ensure a more enjoyable experience. Embracing Italy's rich heritage while remaining aware of social dynamics can lead to a fulfilling journey through this enchanting country. 8. Brazil. Brazil, known for its vibrant culture, stunning landscapes, and diverse heritage, is generally considered welcoming. However, racial issues remain deeply ingrained, and Black travelers may encounter challenges, particularly with colorism. While Brazil has a large Afro-Brazilian population, societal biases persist, with lighter skin often associated with social privilege. For Black tourists, this dynamic can result in occasional incidents of discrimination, especially in upscale areas or luxury establishments, where stereotypes about wealth and class intersect with skin color. In cities like Rio de Janeiro and São Paulo, diversity is celebrated, and Black travelers are more likely to feel comfortable. However, in rural or less tourist-friendly areas, travelers may notice biases in customer service, stares, or exclusion from certain spaces. Afro-Brazilian culture is integral to Brazilian identity, but paradoxically, racial disparities are still evident in economic, social, and political spheres. For Black travelers looking to engage with Brazil's Afro-Brazilian culture, places like Salvador and Bahia offer a welcoming environment, rich with African influences in music, dance, and cuisine. In fact, Salvador celebrates its African roots, making it one of the most culturally resonant destinations for Black visitors. And Turkey. Turkey bridges Europe and Asia, offering a mix of cultures, landscapes, and historical sites. However, Black travelers may face challenges, especially in areas less exposed to racial diversity. In Turkey's smaller towns or rural regions, Black travelers often encounter stares and questions rooted in curiosity, as locals have limited exposure to people of African descent. While these interactions are usually well-meaning, they can sometimes feel invasive or uncomfortable. Turkey's complex social dynamics around race are also influenced by migration patterns, as many African and Middle Eastern migrants arrive seeking better opportunities. This influx has led to a rise in certain stereotypes, with some locals mistakenly associating Black people with economic hardship, leading to potential misunderstandings or biased treatment. Some Black travelers report experiences of being followed in stores, denied entry to certain establishments, or even charged differently for services, which can make travel feel less inclusive.